everybody, welcome to Empress Moon Tarot. I am so happy to have you here today. Notice I have a new tripod and you can actually see the table in front of me. It's the countertop. But we can see it, yay! What an improvement. I'm very excited about that. So I hope you are all doing well. Welcome to my old and new subscribers. And welcome to all the people I know locally as well. Super happy to have you all here. All right. I am going to be using the Tarot of Dreams, which I'm kind of hooked on. I'm kind of hooked on these ones. And I'd like to just take a moment to say thank you very much to all of you who have ordered extended readings, personal readings, and those of you who've donated to the channel as well. I truly appreciate you. And to those of you that have been liking, commenting, and sharing, I appreciate you as well. One quick note, I'm looking for some people that would be interested in being moderators. Primarily, you have to be like people who've been posting quite a bit so I can kind of gauge who you are. But if you are interested in being a moderator, let me know, because I'm hoping to do some live videos soon. So definitely, you know, comment down below if you're interested in being a moderator and, you know, you're somebody that I've communicated with on here. Truly appreciate it. Or if you're somebody local, you want to be a moderator, let me know. Okay. I'm going to cut the deck today. I feel led to cut the deck and not wait for flyouts. So let's see what we get. I'm going to do my typical 5-card spread. And our first card out is the 5 of Cups. This one just kept, I'm not surprised to see this, it kept like popping up as I was shuffling and I thought, uh-oh, that one's coming out. Not great, but all right. And then we've got the Chariot. See if that, it's not focusing too well. The Knight of Wands. Death. 3 water cards, all right. And the King of Coins. King of Coins. Bottom of our deck, we have the Moon card. Followed by the Page of Swords, 4 of Swords, the Fool, 10 of Coins. It looks like somebody has gone from an independent energy, we see the 9 of Coins in here, to finding a point of stability and wanting a new start, but kind of being up in their mind a little bit confused about that. So let me show you the cards close up real quick, and then we'll dig into our reading. So we've got 5 of Cups, the Chariot, the Knight of Wands, Death, and the King of Coins. So the center of our reading, we have the Knight of Wands. Make sure you guys can see these lovely cards. I just love that you can actually see the counter now. It's so wonderful. Okay. So center of our reading, we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, that fiery, passionate, bold energy. But we start off from our past. These 2 cards tend to relate to our past. Past could be yesterday, last week, last month, last year. We have the 5 of Cups. This is heartbreak. This is grief. This is sadness. This is loneliness. The way she's holding her head, it's as if she's overcome with grief. But the interesting part of our 5 of Cups is she's like grief-stricken over the loss of these cups, while 2 cups remain full directly behind her. So there is love in this person's life, whether this is you or somebody else. There is love in this person's life, but they are having a hard time seeing it because they're so focused on the sadness, the loneliness. We're going to take some clarifiers, probably using the Gilded deck tonight. So then we have some movement here with the Chariot. Some rather rapid movement that comes in and pushes that heartache away. we have these two horses like barreling through the waves. I don't know if you can see it or not, but the Chariot is usually like being on that victory lap. I feel like whomever was dealing with this heartbreak, this loss, finally recognizes that there's love in their life and starts moving forward. This is a stuck energy. This is kind of like, you know, sort of wallowing. Wallowing in your depression, wallowing, somebody who doesn't get out of bed in the morning, probably has a lot of sleepless nights and just can't focus, you know. And then that energy changes to this bold fierceness, you know, gotta move forward, I have to move forward sort of energy. So I feel like if this is you, I feel like you went through a period where something was very much leaving you in a state of depression. Very, very sad, difficult energy. But that most recently, you have finally kind of gotten a zip in your step again, and that you're kind of, you know, getting up and about and trying to move forward to get back control of your life in some way, shape, or form. And then we see this Knight of Wands energy. Now the Knight of Wands is facing the Chariot. The Knight of Wands is bold and pushes forward as well, but they're facing each other. So I feel like you could still be up in your mind as to which direction you need to go in your life. There may be periods of time where you're feeling, you know, sad and kind of depressed and in that state again, and then suddenly it's almost like it's almost kind of like a bipolar energy, and I mean no disrespect by that. I have, you know, loved ones who have bipolar, so it's kind of like that energy of, you know, you go through a cycle where everything is wonderful and mania, you know, and very happy and life is great, and then all of a sudden life just stinks. And the reason I say that is because we have the Knight of Wands charging back towards the heartbreak. So it's like these two, they come together, and it's an explosion. It's like, no, you're not moving backwards. No, you're not moving forwards. So I feel like you're kind of in your mind. You're a little bit entrapped in your mind about something. And another reason I say that is because following that, moving into our future cards, we have the Death card. This is not an actual death. Somebody's not dying today, or, well, somebody might be around the world, but not with regards to this. The Death card is about letting go of past hurts, letting go of toxicity, letting go of things that are no longer serving you in order to have a new beginning. And so with this card, you're releasing things in order to open yourself up to a brand new beginning. So that's a really wonderful energy. I feel like this is somebody who was so heartbroken they really couldn't do anything. And every time, like if you're identifying this, every time you kind of get up and go, it's like you kind of go back and forth. Now that heartbreak could be in a relationship or out of a relationship. The reason I say that this could be somebody who's in a relationship dealing with some heartbreak and grief and feeling kind of as if they're being taken for granted. The reason I say that is because the two cups behind her, I'm really drawn to that tonight. And I'm drawn to it as an established couple rather than new love interests behind her. It's just a female on the card. It can apply to men or women, so it really doesn't matter. But it's almost like somebody kind of feels sort of stuck in a situation, but it's causing them so much heartache, so much grief. And every time they get the... Now here's a possibility. Anytime they kind of like get the strength to get up and go and move out of that, suddenly, you know, this passionate energy of the Knight of Wands comes up, which could be somebody sort of like using sex to kind of keep things moving. So there's that passionate energy, and it's like, oh well, I think I can stick it out, you know, another month. Let's see what happens, or another year, you know. So it's kind of an odd energy, but I feel like this person finally moving forward gets gets the strength to let go of past hurts, let go of past toxicity, anything that, you know, sometimes people hold on to things and they continually bring it back up to, you know, people that they're married to, or people they're engaged to, or whatever, like just dating. And it's like they won't let go of something somebody did, right? So I feel like this person finally gets the courage to be able to let go of something. Whether it's letting go of this person or letting go of some sort of heartbreak that was caused in the connection, or letting go of some sort of behavior that somebody else did or that they did. They could have been feeling this heartbreaking grief because of something that they did as well. So I feel like they finally let that go with the Death card, and there's a transformation. And then we move to the stable energy of the King of Coins. King of Coins is very, very stable. He's a male on the card, but it could be male or female. He's very stable. He's very perseverant. He's doesn't ever give up on anything. He just, you know, keeps plowing forward and, you know, tries to find his way. So this could either be you not giving up on a connection, or you not giving up on getting your balance again in your life, depending on who you identify with. We're going to take some clarifying cards because I'd like to do a deeper dive, but that's the overview. So if the overview resonated with you in any way, shape, or form, take it as it was, because once we add clarifying cards, it kind of drills down to a smaller select group of you. And sometimes Spirit has a message for, you know, a large group, but then once we start drilling down with clarifiers, the message is for a, you know, a select group of people. So if once we drill down with clarifiers, it no longer resonates with you, just take what you got beforehand, leave what didn't apply. Okay, February 20th. I'm going to take one more. I feel led to take one more. As you can see, I don't know what that card is, but I feel like I need one more. February 20th, please. February 20th. Ooh. This is the person not giving up. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. And then we also have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So I feel like those cards are speaking to two different groups of people. If you're in a partnership that's kind of struggling, work on it, see whether or not you can fix it before you give up on it entirely. So if you were in a relationship dealing with this kind of hurt energy here, okay? If however you had the heartbreak because a relationship ended and you're trying to move on, and you've recently met somebody who embodies this Knight of Wands traits, and you're starting to have feelings for somebody, then it's saying your feelings are real and worth exploring. All right, let's take a couple clarifying cards on this reading. I am going to use the Golden Universal to do our clarifying. They're a little shiny. Okay, why is the Five of Cups here, please? Why is the Five of Cups here? Why is the Five of Cups here? Oh, before I move on, let's briefly discuss this. Okay, so this is Scorpio energy, Five of Cups. This is Cancer energy. The Knight of Wands is Sagittarius and Scorpio. Could also be Leo and Aries, Cancer and Pisces. Death is Scorpio energy. I don't know why I always get water energy, but you know, it is what it is. King of Coins would be Virgo, and I don't know why I keep forgetting the other element. I'm not super connected to earth and fire, or earth and air. So we got Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn with our Knight of Coins, or King of Coins. And then our moon card is Pisces, Cancer. You do not have to be dealing with anybody that has those signs. Just call it out for those of you that like it. But if you're new to tarot or if you're new to this channel, my belief system is that the signs lend their traits to the cards, but they don't own the cards. So, Five of Cups, please. Why is the Five of Cups here? February 20th, Five of Cups. Five of Cups. Okay, Five of Swords. Okay, so the heartbreak was related to some sort of betrayal, some sort of deception, a lack of honesty within a connection. Chariot. Why is the Chariot here, please? Why is the Chariot here? So we get the Death card again. We get the Two of Swords and Judgment. So you have two cards related to, three cards when you add the Chariot related to forward movement, but overall, remember how I was saying that kind of like energy of kind of some days you're able to move forward and some days you're not. Well, we have this Two of Swords. Our Two of Swords is not being able to make a decision, for one. Also feeling like they can't trust somebody, they can't be vulnerable, they can't open up. They're guarding themselves from potential hurts, not necessarily a hurt. With the Death card, as you saw, we have the Death card here. So the Death card is definitely saying that there is a transformation occurring for this person. There is the desire to let go of the past and move forward towards something more beautiful. And I can show it to you on this card. See that gate that's illuminated? That's letting go of the past and moving towards that new beginning. And then we also have second chances with our Judgment card. The Judgment card could be atonement, forgiveness as well. Forgiveness. It's a call. It's, for me, with this particular imagery for the Judgment card, when we get this card. This card for me is Spirit calling you and somebody else together to correct something that's wrong and off and bring peace to a situation. It is a reunion. So that's what you're moving towards. You're moving towards reuniting with somebody who you had been at odds with because of some sort of betrayal, some sort of deception, something that happened. This Five of Swords, for me, is also victory at a price. So you may have had some sort of victory, and oh my gosh, this is the same reading from the other day, y'all. You may have had some sort of victory, but it was an empty victory because it actually ended up causing you heartache and sadness. And then we move forward towards that Judgment, towards that forgiveness, that moving forward towards that. Now let's see what we have for our Knight of Wands. If I'm not mistaken, we had a Knight of Wands in that spread too. Knight of Wands. The Lover's card. Passionate, passionate, passionate relationship here with the Lover's card. This is the type of connection that that moves very, very rapidly, and you kind of being told to look deeper at the card. In this particular card, it says if the female is reaching out to the male here and he is not reaching forward. I feel like that's significant because I was told to look at the card again, and somebody may have been trying to reach out to correct the situation, but it was not being acknowledged, I guess would be the best way to put it. The Lover's card can sometimes be a decision is needed with regards to a love situation as well. But I feel like it was a very rapid connection, one that was very passionate, may have had in and out type of energy, very passionate, very deep, very rapidly developing. So why is the Death card here, please? The Magician, the Hermit, and the Empress are clarifying our Death card. So you're letting go of the past after spending a period of time in contemplation, trying to figure this out. And you're letting go of the past, ready to take charge of your life and move towards love and abundance. You could be moving towards somebody who embodies the traits of the Empress. This was so the other reading. Who am I connecting with? We had the Empress in it too, remember? Who am I connecting with? Somebody is moving towards their Empress. King of Coins, please. Why is the King of Coins here? I think I'm going to clarify our overall energy of the Moon as well. King of Coins, we have strength. Once again, perseverance, not giving up. So, wow, okay. So, we have our Page of Swords, our King of Swords, and strength, clarifying the King of Coins. So we do see that there is perseverance here. With the Page of Swords, that could either be somebody kind of spying on someone else, or it could be news that you've been waiting to hear. But I feel like it's probably related to communication coming in. I mean, if you see it the other way, that's fine. You know, apply it to your life as it resonates with you. But I feel like there's some communication that's coming in. Because you've been perseverant and because you've been, you know, you've not given up on a situation, there's some communication coming in that is going to make everything clear and make everything, it's going to provide a lot of strength and stability. And I do want to see why our Moon is here too. Why is the Moon here? Why is the Moon here? Our Page of Swords is directly underneath the Moon as well, just a note. Wow. Okay. All right. Communication comes in rapidly. Putting an effort into the situation. Somebody who's very giving, loving, nurturing, Queen of Pentacles, but somebody's still guarding their heart. So somebody's guarding their heart, probably putting a lot of their time into work instead of into other things because of confusion. There's confusion in this situation for somebody. Confusion. But they want a new beginning. So if this is you, you want a new beginning. If this is somebody you're dealing with, they want a new beginning. Let's recap real quick. We have a lot of cards here. Let's recap. In the past, there was a difficult time between two people who have some sort of connection. The connection doesn't necessarily have to be a love connection, but I do have the Lovers here, so I would have to make an assumption it is a love connection. The betrayal, the deception, the dishonest or lack of honesty was victorious for somebody. They felt like they had gotten victory over some sort of situation. It's almost like somebody feels like they have the upper hand, if that makes sense. It's a really bad energy, y'all. You gotta get rid of that. That's bad karma. It's gonna come back at you. But instead, like I said in the previous spread that we had, it caused heartbreak and sadness for this person instead. Now, if there was, you know, if you aren't feeling like you have the upper hand, but there was somebody who betrayed you and was deceptive, it did cause a great deal of heartache and hurt. There is going to be some forward movement here. There has started to be some forward movement, a desire to move forward. However, not being able to make a decision about that forward movement. There's a need for forgiveness here in a situation in order to move forward. There's also a need for letting go of things of the past that are hurting in order to move forward and gain some peace. There is a decision that needs to be made regarding a love relationship, one that's very, very passionate, one that's was very rapidly building, probably extremely intense. Going forward, there's still a need to put the past behind in order to move forward to this bright new future. And that decision to put the past behind has been made after a period of time of contemplation in solitude, and now somebody's going to take charge and move towards abundance, or move towards somebody embodying the Empress traits. Empress is nurturing, loving, kind, abundant love, unconditional love. It's a very sweet energy. And then we end our reading with the stability of the King of Coins. And the King of Coins stability comes through your perseverance, or somebody's perseverance, information that comes in somewhat harshly, but exactly what you've been needing to hear in order to bring clarity and in order to bring that strength and stability and that peace. Now, I see that overall this situation has been very, very confusing for somebody. They're putting most of their efforts into work because they're feeling like they have to protect themselves, and that's the only way they're able to protect themselves. However, some communication is going to come in with regards to somebody who's loving, nurturing, kind, Queen of Pentacles energy, that will help to bring some balance and take away that confusion and make everything more easy to understand. You've been told to give your partnership a chance, and your romantic feelings are real and worth exploring. Wow, I didn't mean to go nearly 30 minutes today. Sorry about that, y'all. Tomorrow's will make it a little bit shorter, but I hope that you have a beautiful Tuesday, February 20th. Don't look for weeklies. I'm still trying to pre-do March, March monthlies and things like that, so that we can get caught back up after I had to be gone for a little while. So I'll see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.